Hey you, my name is Hobster and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. So, in the last part, pretty much, it was right after the previous trial. Nagito has been super suspicious of a traitor and is really wanting to try and get that traitor to come forward. He made a threat that he was going to blow up the island. And he placed bombs and actually caused an explosion. They weren't actually bombs, and we came into this room and he was dead. Yeah, we are gonna just get right into the thick of it. This is the investigation now. So, truthfully, I think this might be the biggest kill in the entire game. Without further ado, let's get into it. But first, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are also multiple wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then, let's start with the area. The aura is real fat in this room right now. The area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I could properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I don't know, this feels, I think I said this in the last part, this feels weird. This one feels extra weird. Alright, so, let's start with the fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles, remnants, yep. Yeah, the grenades. Yeah, we know what that is. Just gotta make sure to mark that off my list there. So, let's start with this Monokuma plushie. Monokuma's dead? There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim.
Just kidding! I'm not dead! This is one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory. If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then something is wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like that, like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Yeah, I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy over Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Alright. So, what else can we look at? Basically his body. That's the extent of what we can look at. He's always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary. I love how this game constantly makes your character go off tangents and think about like, oh, I can't believe this. No, now's not the time. It's like, it happens every freaking investigation. Alright, for now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, for one, the spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Ganir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell!
I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle looks like that part has blood on it too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Ganir. Alright. Well, look at them thighs then. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they have really gone this far? Alright, Nagito's right wrist is tied with a rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope burned off like this, Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burn rope. Alright, but now the knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds in his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use the spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
I don't know what to make of this one. This one's so weird. I mean, I have a crazy thought is that maybe... But no, well, I was gonna say maybe he did something to himself, but I don't know, that feels very wrong. And also, what's the deal with his jacket? I didn't realize exactly how cut square it is. I'm surprised it's able to hold its shape like that. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but his wounds look like a slice. It's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange.
Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. It's because, was he holding the knife? I don't know. I have so many thoughts going through my head about this. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood would reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... There's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand.
Well,
Here, there's also blood, but only above.
The... You're right. Why is it only on this part? Probably, I'm going to assume that he's holding the knife. He had to have been holding that knife.
It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Maybe he was gonna get out? Maybe he had the knife on him to get out? Alright. Look at the most interesting place, that thing. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
this is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. In one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. Hey, whoa. Whoa, don't call Chiaki that. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face. Looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. Well, what's wrong with that?
Well,
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously? What's wrong with that? Okay, Kazuichi, use your stupid little brain. He's got 2 brain cells, and all of them are stuck on Sonia. She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got the wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout out, which caused the duct tape to get stuck and sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? Maybe. It's a series of events. I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back over his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Alright. Alright, yeah. No. Shut up. Alright, yes. I know, you're used to it now. We got it. We understand. Grenade. Lighter? Oh. Is this... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil was placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
It's on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn after someone lets go of them.
Which means
Oh! Nagito was he probably had that lighter on him, okay? If I were to assume anything, that lighter, he probably lit it to, so he, gosh, Calvin, get your thoughts together. So he was tied up, he probably got the lighter, flicked it, and like, he must have tossed it or tried to burn it or something. He was the one with the lighter. And I think maybe whoever saw that probably stabbed him in the hand to stop him, but it didn't work. Or something. I don't know. So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy the evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. He caused a fire to destroy evidence? I don't think so. I think it was Nagito trying to get the attention of somebody. That's the only reason I can think of why the killer would set fire to the crime scene, but I don't know. There's a little... Honestly, there's so many ways you could probably twist that. Alright, is there anything else in here? Do I need to talk to everybody? Is that what I gotta do? Fire grenade, Nagito's body. Yeah, okay, so I probably have to talk to everybody. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire. You can see a grenadier next to it, right? There.
See?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? This is a weird one already. Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Yes, let us remember.
I actually did see that in the last part. I don't remember if I pointed it out. I think I pointed up there or something. I don't remember. Alright, Fuyuhiko. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree until the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey.
What do you mean something?
Shut up. Shut
He's
up.
making us kill each other, you know. What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know.
You.
Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. It mattered for Gundam's killing and Mikon's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So,
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file, the time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now, it's 12:30. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill? Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed. So, they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they would have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than that fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate the areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside the warehouse first. Alright! Oh, okay, alright, cool. Alright, so first I'm gonna start this. This is the very, I'm not gonna say obvious, but this is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing music from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Was the killer playing music from that? Was it actually the killer? That feels a little too... there's a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
see?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. Those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Huh? It's not opening. Yeah, and then she kicked it down. Yeah, and then she kicked it down. I got it. I understand. Could it be... Was that it?
Well?
There's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse. They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Was whoever the killer is... Were they trying to actually... Oh no! Is this one of those twisted things where they think like, oh, if I just plant it and somebody else does it, it makes it seem like they, like, oh, they'll be the killer. But it's like Monokuma has always said, it's whoever creates the act of, pretty much. I don't think this would be like, oh, who caused the killing blow type thing. I don't know. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Interesting. That's something I... Let's see. Anything else? This side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there's an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better that than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You're right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Whoa!
You're screwing with me. Oh, my screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second.
Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. That's it? That's all we got? Nothing else? Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that they're pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set off in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well... That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and why were you what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Frick. Alright. I thought she was one that doesn't... She doesn't swear. Sonia?
I am sorry!
I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance in the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
It's funny. Monami's over in the corner there.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
It's so funny hearing her swear.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good for you to broaden your investigation range. You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. She might be right. There's several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. Wow, okay, I got a lot of stuff to go look for. So what, was that 4 places? I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We won't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas, we have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay. I love the mini Maru. I love him so much. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive. Yeah. We need it. Yes, I know. Come on. Alright, let's start with the factory. Alright. So there really isn't much to actually scan in here. We'll start with the truck. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed onto this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay, so... laptop. That reminds me, when I saw Nagito's video message on his laptop, he's still watching us from somewhere. If he's not, then how do you get... Yeah. No, it's perfectly timed. Yeah. At the time, Nagito should have been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. No, not the truck. Manufacturing equipment? There's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Oh, that's part of the same thing. Well, okay. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all of these Monokumas, the thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside of a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like this?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism!
All right!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Oh, hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs, they're all fake.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or the factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account. Okay, so it looks like I'm all done here. Okay, so that one was short. That one was pretty short. Alright. So. Hold on. Wait. Am I crazy? Wasn't there a truck? Wasn't the truck right here? I tried looking through the truck bed. It's empty. Nothing's there. Okay.
However...
As I suspected, the bombs have disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. Okay, so I feel like this so far this case is just a lot of Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff happened. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Monokuma could. But why would he do that? A huge supply of guns and other firearms were stuffed into the truck bed.
Oh, I found it!
Yeah, what did you find?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like this.
A survival knife? Wait, that's the one in his hand? Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Indeed it was. Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer's someone who visited this military base at least once.
That's everyone, though.
Nope, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy. Okay, wow. So we're not really getting... We're quick firing this one. We're gonna go fast. What else can we search? I guess we do have to go to the central island. Anything weird? Anything out of the ordinary? Nope. Okay, let's head in. Oh, there's a bunch of weapons up on the thing. Yep. Dang. That means someone had to have done that, like, in the middle of everything that was going on, I think. Spear with the flashing ornament is on it. Wait, aren't those, oh gosh. Aren't those used for, like, bells or something? Like, if I remember right, those are, kind of like on a cuckoo clock, the weight, and that the weight is actually what runs the clock. They just, I believe, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, they just slowly weigh themselves down. And so I'm wondering if this is used for some sort of clock, and maybe I don't know, I guess that feels a little weird to say. I don't even know how to connect it to everything, but I'm pretty sure that's what these are supposed to be. They're not actually spears. I think that they're just weights. They're fancy weights. A spear with a flashy ornament on it hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like a spear that killed Nagito. It's the same whip-like cord attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Ganir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this, with this unnecessary cord thing, would be... I don't think that's not a spear. It literally cannot be a spear. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they choose the spear for a reason. What reason could that be? It's for clocks. It's for timing, right? I feel a little tired. How much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. Despair? Are you feeling despair? As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet, so it's too early to complain. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. I'm telling you, that's gotta be for a... It's gotta be for a clock. That's what it's gotta be for. I find it so hard to believe that that's a spear. That it literally can't be a spear. Let's see, where did Nagito live again? No. Oh, hey, Monokuma. Oh, hey, everyone's here.
Hajime.
By everyone, I mean just Chiaki and Monokuma. Oh, Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you wanted to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Then do it, cause it's sweet cause it's made out of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice, but I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
My first time. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with the spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside. Now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Is there really... It's Monami's... It's Monami's present! Oh my gosh! So, Nagito was living here? What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue that might be hidden in here as well. Well... Oh, no. What? Oh, there's a... Hold on. There's a Monokuma plush. Whatever. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be...
Could you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chiaki, do you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she's just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I need the plushie! Right there! Turn back toward the treasure box and cautiously open the lid. Inside there is a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happening today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
Forgive you.
Phew! I did ask you to look to my treasure, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief.
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, 'cause you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I knew, 'cause I'm the same way too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me? Do we have a secret other student among us? I would find it very difficult that, Nagito is the one who did that. Who made that? That feels so weird. Oh, hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers out of her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Hold on. Give me the plushie.
No.
Yeah. His bed? Looks just like my room. Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves.
Hajime.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around. Bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Oh, hey, wait, whoa. Fridge? There's a refrigerator?
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. Wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocks very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to... Read. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, this looks like poison.
poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its validity is low, its liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis? Hydrolysis? I don't know how to say that. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He's probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey,
Also, he said he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
see?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Well, what else am I supposed to search in here? Shelf, I guess? A lot of books, mysterious items. They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all of these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Unless... Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal! Indeed, the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there is also information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them, too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information? My ass. Can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie, too. I turned the pages containing my information and began reading through the content. My profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, weight, and so forth. But there's one thing that specifically caught my eye. The word reserve course student. There is no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that it isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received from clearing the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my student profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles of all 16 of us. Am I crazy, or didn't this start with 15 people? Like, am I crazy in thinking that it started with 15 people? Because I'm pretty sure that's something Nagito kept bringing up over and over and over again. Like, really? There's 15 people? Why are there 16 deaths? Is Junko... Is she back? Because the thing is, she died in the first game. But did we have confirmation she died? I can't remember. I'd have to go back. I mean, gosh, that game was long. But I'm pretty sure this one's actually technically longer. I don't know. Something feels fishy about that. I just remember, I'm pretty sure we started with 15 students, correct? Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togane. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. I mean, okay, gosh, I don't even know what to make of this. The ancient ruins. That has to be the original school. from the first game. So maybe they actually were on this island the entire time. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that. No, I don't know. Yeah, he like I said, something was weird about him from the very beginning. Something about, especially the fact that he was the first one to die. I don't know. And this didn't look, he was an ass in the first game, and he was less of one in this game. So I don't know if he was. I just don't know if he changed that much, because he was still. I don't know.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Dad.
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think that surrounds that Byakuya. Why is he saying that Byakuya? Why is he saying it like that? Am I crazy? Am I insane? You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to that file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages, confirming the name. There's some extra person in there. The ultimate imposter. And suddenly, I came across the page that was filed with question marks. Is this ultimate imposter? Are they actually the traitor? And now this is gonna seem very weird. I'm gonna throw this out. What if that actually was not Nagito? Maybe Nagito has been dead the whole time? Maybe, and the Nagito we've been with has actually been. What if that? I don't. Oh my gosh, my mind is racing. I'm trying to gather it all in my head. The ultimate imposter. So, okay, so that means that Byakuya was never actually Byakuya, right? I'm wondering if they had killed Nagito at a certain point. So Nagito is dead. And maybe that actually was the Nagito, maybe that actually was him that was killed. And somehow they've posed as Nagito ever since. I don't know. I know I'm going down rabbit holes now. I'm going down all the rabbit holes because I'm really trying to think about like everything that's been given to us. And suddenly I came across the page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown.
I like the. Well, they say his and gender are. That's a weird thing to read. Even his. Why is Monokuma saying his? His age and gender is unknown. Why is he saying his? You'd be saying there because you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Monokuma pulling a fast one on us. Just saying.
Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life? I knew it! I said it really early on. Something felt weird about Byakuya because he wasn't the same. Like I said, yes, he was still, he's still an ass, but I don't know, something, I'm catching on to this game.
So cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
I don't think this imposter's dead. They can't be. They really can't be. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
Still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent. Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway.
Ahem. I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
Right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say at me at the time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done your voice, buddy. Distrusting others and being distrusted in. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth and as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to the memory loss.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Mon Ami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at the 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
You sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up? Wait!
Excuse me for a moment.
That chime just now.
What is most important for living
things. Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
I mean, okay, look, I know this was obvious of like, this is the final, not the finale, but I knew like, okay, this is going to be the last of the killings, but then there's going to be one last class trial after that. But hearing him say that, I was just like, whoa.
I'll see you soon.
Because we still have no answers for anything. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file, I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Okay. Well, so this is where I'm going to end this part. I know it's actually probably one of the shorter parts that that's going to be uploaded. Okay, one of 2 things has happened. Nagito is actually still alive, or that is Nagito, and someone has been posing as Nagito the whole time. Or not the whole time, but pretty much maybe a good little bit. It makes me wonder if the ultimate imposter has actually just been posing as different people, probably throughout the game. They really could not have been hiding unless Monokuma allowed that just to make it more interesting, but I doubt that. Looking back at the first game, it was usually pretty strict who was actually there for everything. Someone had to be involved in... Gosh, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. It had to be fair. That's one thing that was kind of big on that. So these class trials, I almost feel like are very, very different because was there an actual fairity? Was there actually any fairness in some of it? Jeez, I don't know. So anyway, like I said, I know this is a little bit of a shorter part, but I like to try and keep these in contained episodes that are a little bit easier to digest, kind of chapter wise. Anyway, I will continue this in the next part and we will get down to the actual class trial. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please press the like button down below. If you want to see more videos that I've done, check in the description and the annotations in the video. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!